Hey, hey. Oh yeah. Hey, oh yeah. Hey, DJ. Oh yeah. Come on. Hey, DJ, come on. Hey, DJ. Oh yeah. Hey, DJ, come on. Hey, hey, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, oh yeah. Wow.